I'm joined by UFC lightweight, Michael Johnson. Mike, you out here cornering one of your teammates. For you, how does that feel being on the outside of the cage? Do you still get that fighter jitters?
I'd rather be on the inside of the cage than the outside of the cage, man. It's the most nerve-wracking experience ever, to see your brother out there, fighting and, risking his health and his well-being out there. And I get way more nervous for, his fight than I do my fights ever. So, it's just one of those things, after the fight's over with, I think I'm a lot more stressed out and beat down, and it's like finally it's over with. Yeah, so that's how it is.
Is this something common for you, cornering fighters or teammates that aren't in the UFC?
Yeah, you can say it's a common thing. If our main coaches can't make the trips, then some of the older fighters get to go out to the shows and corner them, which I love doing. I love going out supporting and coaching and cornering. It gives me a lot of experience to do it, and it makes the fighters feel comfortable that they got an experienced guy in their corner.
Definitely. Your last fight, UFC 168, second round knockout over Gleison Tibau. That was the first time you've been knocked out in, I think, about 6 or 7 years.
Yes.
For you, what was going through your mind knowing that you accomplished something that a lot of the men couldn't do?
I really didn't even realize that I did that until I got back to the backstage and I did an interview.
Okay.
And, they brought it up that he hasn't been knocked out in like 8 years or something since he first got in the UFC. And it was just a shock to me, it was experience, and it was like overwhelming. So I was really happy that I did accomplish that, and showed all the other lightweights, that I did something they couldn't do.
Definitely. That same night, the world saw that freak injury of Anderson Silva. When you saw, I'm assuming they had the monitors going on in the back. Were you able to witness it? Or
yeah, I witnessed it.
Yeah. What was the atmosphere like in the back, and what was going through your mind when that happened?
The atmosphere in the back, everybody did the same thing. Everybody turns around and cringes and and screams, but everybody kept watching. No matter how bad they wanted to, they all kept watching. It was one of those things, and my heart goes out to him. I heard he's having a speedy recovery, which is crazy.
Spider Force, man.
That's incredible, but everybody, immediately felt bad for him, and just, their hearts went out to him, and everybody, just wanted him to speedy recovery. But nobody wants to see that happen to a fighter, especially a legend like that.
Definitely. Your next fight is a UFC Fight Night 37. You're taking on a veteran of the game in Melvin Guillard, very explosive fighter. What kind of mindset are you going in? Do you think you have the skill sets to kind of maybe negate that explosiveness?
I love this fight. I love this matchup. Me and Melvin are ex-teammates, and we got a lot of experience with sparring with each other, so we know each other's weaknesses and strengths. And it's one of those things where I think my skill sets definitely outmatches his. I think I got the better stand-up. He's an explosive fighter, but he's only really that explosive for one round. So I think as long as I stay with my coaches in my mind and work to the game plan, we're going to get out with a victory.
Definitely. You're a very highly ranked fighter in the world. Do you feel a victory over Melvin will maybe get you a top 10 opponent in the next outing?
That's what I'm hoping for, man. I've been asking for a top 10 opponent for a while now, and hopefully me stepping in on short notice, beating Melvin, who's highly respected in the lightweight division. Hopefully that shows the guys in the UFC like, hey, we really need to give this guy some real tough top competition, and throw him in the top 10 or top 5 and see where it goes from there.
There you go. Michael, well, thank you for taking the time out. Good luck to your man tonight.
All right, right on, man.